Ooh, we're starting the countdown.
Right.
Les, you remember who Ron Finch is, don't you?
What's that?
You remember who Ron Finch is, don't you?
I believe so, yes.
Very avant-garde artist who designs motorcycles. The bikes he designed look something like what he would do.
Yeah.
I've interviewed him numerous times.
Well.
Deep subject, man.
Let's get them likes going. It's going to be a fabulous night. I don't think we're going to have anything to say. I think it's all going to be said by her. She is got some stories, folks, that I can't even compete with. Oh my gosh, it's crazy.
I can't wait.
And I love her bike. It's one of the, I love that bike. And you guys will see that bike here. Hopefully, if you can, send me a picture of your bike too. I got it. It's all right.
Well, I only have one question for tonight, Chris.
I think I got your mic turned off. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can get that fixed.
Can they hear us now?
Oh, yeah, they can. Believe
I'll
me.
just turn the volume up on the mic.
A lot of people just left because of that.
What the heck?
Oh, my gosh.
I think they come here just for that.
I know I do.
All right, we're going to start with our members first. We got a lot of people in the chat, then I'll start introducing them. Good evening. That's right. It's going to be a great time. Where is everybody at? Get you guys self in the chat. I want to know where you guys are from. Right freaking now.
Bossy?
I'm bossy tonight.
Much?
All right, here we go. Here's our members, man, and I can't say their names. Connie, can you say their names? I can't remember.
Well, if you remember correctly, I'm on a delay, so it's going to be a while before I see my screen.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
She is. That's so funny. Anyway,
do you want me to take?
Yeah, go ahead. Did you want to?
I can take it.
Yeah, go ahead. I always mess it up. That's my problem.
Okay, Tony Peoria. IOWA, Riding Fish, Wheels Divided, Poppy's Adventures, Cole, Gator Mike, Mixed Boy 420, Our Indian Adventures, Tim Arnold, Wind Therapy Addict, Big Kevin Tatum, Joshua Pfeiffer, and AZ Pilot.
Yes. Awesome.
You missed William Blaze, I think, at the top.
Oh, William Blaze.
I thought somebody said his name already.
I did.
William Blaze.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Blaz.
All right, here's the calendar, folks. I can do this one. January 30th, 8 p.m. Guess what? That one's over. I forgot. Let's just get that one out of here. Anyway, it was a great podcast. It was great. Anyway, February 3rd at 8 p.m. Hey, we got to have some fun, don't we? February 3rd at 8 p.m. is tonight. Gosh, let's get that one out of here. I got to get these out of here. Bam. All right, February 10th at 8 p.m., Jason from Brave Wolf Customs. Hey, how did everybody like the little pre-video that we did last night? I thought that was pretty cool. We did a little test on Monday night, and I think that's cool. Anyway, let us know in the comments. And February 17th at 8 p.m., there we go. We got Music City Indian here, and it's going to be great. I mean, if you guys watch their videos, go look at their YouTube channel. See all the bikes they custom. They're kind of like Pikes Peak, our good friends at Pikes Peak. Great dealership in Tennessee. All right, February 13th, we have Indian Ladies First. And we're going to have, who's that, Connie?
What?
I was just seeing if you was listening, man. All right.
I'm typing away over here.
Ellie Altman's.
Yeah, Ellie Altman.
Yes.
And there's going to be a couple others on that podcast, too. It's not just going to be her. I just got to get the names, and we'll be good to go there. I also got another podcast I got to announce, but I'm not going to announce it tonight, but it's coming soon. But anyway, the biggest one of the month, February 24th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Mike Kennedy, CEO of Indian Motorcycles. And I really, I'm trying to get Troy Herfoss on the podcast, sending him some messages tonight. So if anybody's friends with him or on his Facebook or Instagram, send him a message, folks, because I think it'd be great right before the King of the Baggers starts, we get him on here. All right, so let's go to
cool.
All right, as you guys know, here's our friends right here, Riding Fish, Gator Mike, Indian Rider Groups, all over the place. Hopefully everybody likes the new map I put up on the website. That's pretty cool, I think. A lot of people mentioned that, like, hey, if they're traveling, they can look up an IMRG, connect to the president, and see if anybody wants to ride with them in that area. I think that is freaking awesome.
Oh,
Talk
that's
about community. What?
That's really cool.
Yes, it is. We got Finesse the Challenger. We got Our Indian Adventures. We got Mono Primo up in, is that Minnesota? Is that right? I think.
I think so.
Okay. Dean Speed, BC Customs, Braid Wolf, Lawless Garage, Pikes Peak, Indian. I haven't put Motor City on there yet, but they're going to be on there too. Ride Culture, TNA Customs, No Love from Cody, the MMO. That's his shirt design company. We got Legends Never Die tour, which we're going to be on. Hopefully you guys are going to be on too. We're going to make this the biggest tour of the year for Indian riders. I think it's going to be great, and it don't have to all be Indian riders. It could be Harley Davidson riders too. So just hook up with us. We'll be in Chicago where it starts, and we'll go straight as far as we can in the days that allow us to be on our vacation, and then we'll head back. I don't know, Max, are you going to be back with us? You coming back?
Hell no.
Are you going to go all the way?
I'm going all the way. I'm sticking my toes in the Pacific Ocean.
TNA
man.
Customs, I think I said them. C. Marty, he helps us out a lot on Facebook and Instagram. He shares our posts all the time. Go check out his channel. He's a great guy. Davison Audio, one of the best audio, the best audio for Indian motorcycles. BFP Garage, they do a lot of victory work and all that kind of stuff in Arizona. Great team right there. And I think that's it. So let's go to the next page because we got a guest we got to talk about, right, folks? I think so. Let's get that beautiful person on here. There she is.
Oh, look at
Welcome to the podcast, Christine.
Yay.
Yeah.
Yay.
I love it.
all the way,
Bravo.
all the way from Australia. Woo.
Yeah. It is crazy. So how you doing
From the
tonight?
land down under.
Well, g'day, everybody. Yeah, I thought I'd come on with my dingo fur. Dingo's got my baby and my Akubra hat, but I'm going to take it all off now because, that's a knife.
Oh man.
And
Oh,
I've
man.
got some show and tell props here to do it, but I can, now that I've done that, I can sort of take that off and take this off, and we can get back to sort of talking normal now. Just
I
thought
love
I'd
that
introduce
hat.
myself as an Aussie. Yeah, well, I mean, that's a bit of a trademark hat of mine. I sort of wear that everywhere, and I've just recently had it branded, and everywhere I go, I add stuff to my body as well as my bike. And anyone that knows me will know my Indian Chief vintage Calamity Jane is wild. I mean, I put so much stuff on that thing. I've added, I reckon, 100 kilos. So she's already 430 kilos, and with me on there and some luggage, we're half a ton of fun. I don't know what that is in pounds, but it's a shitload, let me tell you. If I drop it, people say, what happens if you drop it? And I go, well, I just stand around and wait for some good-looking bloke to come along and help me pick it up. It's easy.
There you go.
Oh man. So I guess we got to talk about first. It's like, when did you start riding, man? Let's get that out of the way first, if we can, if that's possible.
Yeah. Oh, easy. I was in my mid-20s. I was not long married. My then husband rode a Harley, one of the Dyna Rangers.
Mm-hmm.
And I did not like being a pillion. I just didn't feel like I had any control. And he just said, well, get your own bloody license then and get your own bike. So I did. And I got a little Suzuki thing. And then I started having babies. So there was a good 10 years out of that bracket of my life where I didn't ride. I just, I was just having babies and the boobs out breastfeeding every 5 minutes. And my whole life was revolved around food, changing nappies, food, sleep, deprivation, the whole thing. And then once they grew up and went to school a bit, I started to dabble. I go, well, I might venture into getting a bike. So then I started riding. So I'm coming up to 67, and that was in my mid-20s. So you guys can do the math. It's been a long time. And so that's what started my riding love affair, I guess. And I started on, I had some Harleys. I had about 5 Harleys. I went through that. And then Victory motorcycles came to Australia, and I ended up producing their launch event in Sydney. That's where I got to know the guys at Polaris, and they were telling me about that they've just secured the Indian brand. And I went, oh, my ears pricked up then. I went, oh, I'm interested in Indian. I really like the backstory. And by that stage, I was getting a little bit, bored. I customize all my bikes. I'd sort of felt that I'd run the Harley route a little bit, and it was time for a change. So that's going back, 11 years now. I've been on Indian motorbikes and love them. They're fantastic. Mm-hmm. And I love the backstory and the brand and the whole thing about them as well.
Hmm.
I'm no longer with my husband anymore. Mm-hmm. After 25 years, we went separate ways, but we're still good mates. But I do take him with me. He sits on my
Lord have mercy.
I tow a trailer. I've got a picture here of that. I tow a trailer. I don't know if you can see that, but I tow a trailer.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think we found
that's
her
my
husband.
little trailer.
She's on the podcast right now. Yeah.
When I don't have the trailer with me, Kev sits on the trailer balls.
So is that a real shrunken head?
I don't know. It looks real, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
But,
holy smokes!
But some of the Aborigine tribes are headhunters, aren't they? I remember reading that somewhere.
Oh no! Up in Papua New Guinea, which is not Australia, they often have those cannibals and things. But no, not the Australian Aboriginals. They don't. Okay. They don't hunt heads or shrink heads. I think it's more of an African thing, really. But it's very effective, and it's a great story. Everyone gets to meet Kev.
Oh my God, I love it.
Oh, but I carry a lot of mementos on the bike. So since my marriage, I know we want to talk about motorbikes, but I'm here to tell you my relationship situation is just as bad. I have these 3 sets of kangaroo balls. There you go. And each one of those represents a past relationship. They've all got names on them, and all those names are fading. They're fading like my memories, thank God, of them as well. So I'm not collecting any more balls. I'm just putting it out there. No more kangaroo balls. No more balls of any description, actually, I'm collecting. So that's it. It's just these 3.
I hate to say this, but the chat is very quiet.
Yeah.
I think they're all scared.
And this is also a kangaroo paw that's just doing the bird. That's a kangaroo.
It's my favorite.
That's what Max does to me all the time.
Yeah. Hey,
yes, I do.
I'll be sure to bring some with me when I come to America and give you one of these because
sweet.
We've got, kangaroos over here are like rats. They're vermin, like they're everywhere. So we have to cull them every now and then, and we make good use of every part of the kangaroo, including cup holders. So that's my one.
Have you ever hit one on your bike?
Yes, I have actually. I've hit a wallaby, which is a small version of a kangaroo, and it was coming down a hill. I was on a ferry going through some mountains. It's a fairly notorious road, well, a good road for motorbike riders, but it's technical. And I was coming along and I saw this wallaby coming down the hill, and on my left side was a sheer drop and there was no guardrails. And I'm looking at this thing and I go, mate, you better bloody start hopping quicker. And I'm trying to slow down. And of course we collided, and I caught him on my front fender, bent my brake pad up. The wallaby went down the cliff. I didn't. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here talking to you. But I'm the one that won that one.
Congratulations.
I have. But you see them everywhere. There's loads of roadkill kangaroos everywhere. Especially if you're in the outback, there's dead wildlife everywhere, and you can't ride. It's the same, I guess, for you guys. At dusk and dawn, you don't ride because the wildlife. Kangaroos make deers look like Rhodes scholars. They're dumb as batshit. They are, emus are the worst. Emus are shocking.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my Lord. Wow.
I'm trying to get the picture of your bike real quick. Go ahead and ask her some questions while I do this. This is freaking
Well,
crazy.
so you don't only ride bikes, right? You do several other things.
Oh yeah. When I was born and a little girl, they didn't have names for people like me, but nowadays we have names, and we've got all these labels that we can give people. ADHD, maybe a little bit on the spectrum. I've got one foot on the rainbow at any given time. So yes, I'm a very right brain creative person. So I do artwork. I paint weird, abstract, bizarre portraits of people. I'll be sure to do some when I come over as well. And by the way, I can only do men. I've tried doing ladies, and my stuff is so horrid. And when I do women, it's so unflattering. They look like something out of The Walking Dead. So I don't do women anymore because it's not nice. But I do guys, and it's very weird. And I've got an Instagram page with all my weird stuff. So I'm sort of an artist. Oh, there she is. That's Calamity Jane up there on the screen.
Oh my gosh, look at that bike.
Very
That's
cool.
Yeah, there you go.
Love the fish
Now
tails, by the way.
Oh, the fishtails are beautiful. Now that
Yeah,
bike has been around the world, and everywhere I go, I collect pieces and stick it on the bike. So there's stories all over that bike, and you never ride behind me because shit falls off. You might end up like house falling your shit. But not to worry, because at the next town I'll find more shit to put back on. So that's the Calamity Jane, and I'm actually the project with that bike at the moment because she has become such a novelty bike now. I get invited to a lot of shows and things, and people want to see her, and everything's got a story to tell on her. I'm now adding a sidecar. I don't know if you've got that picture that I sent you. I'm designing a sidecar outfit to go on that particular bike, which is keeping in the theme, very inspired by steampunk, Mad Max, Western equestrian vibe. There it is. Yeah. So that's the sort of the thing I'm building at the moment with some guy about 5 hours down the south coast that I think smokes too much weed, but he's agreed to do it with me. So we'll see how that goes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, some of the older viewers like me might remember Ron Finch. He was an avant-garde designer of motorcycles. A lot of that stuff on your bike looks like his work. Ginger Brox asked if you still have a victory somewhere.
Oh, yeah. Well, I will be documenting that whole process when it starts, but he's got all the measurements and he's got the frame ready. So I'm constantly creating things. That's what I do. I paint. I've had a couple of art exhibitions that I've done. I've just written a children's book, which is launched in a week's time. I've written and produced musicals, and I had 4 of my shows on tour in Australia. And then COVID hit and I lost everything then. So I had a thing called the Rockumentary series where I researched and wrote stories about rock icons from birth to death if they had died. And up on the screen would be footage, and I'd have a band that would play the songs. So it was like a live documentary on stage, and I called them the Rockumentary series. I did that. I was producing a world record event for the most Indian motorcycles on a parade here in Australia back in 2020. That's what that one looks like. So the record back then was 274 that was set somewhere in America. And I thought, we can beat that in Australia. And I got nearly 400 registrations. And then Gregory's at some place in America, another Indian dealership, got wind of that. So they quickly put together a record attempt, and they got 700 odd. Once they get to that number, I had no chance of ever beating that because we just don't have the population here in Australia. We're 24 million people, the whole country. I mean, that's one city for you guys. But in any case, the event was still going to go ahead, but it wasn't going to be a world record breaking event. It might have been maybe the most Indians in the Southern Hemisphere. I don't know. You can make up all sorts of things. But the C word happened, and not only did I lose the 4 shows that I had on tour, I also lost everything I had planned and prepared for this world record breaking event, which was going to be held at a place called Silverton, where Mad Max was filmed. It's right in the outback. It would have been sensational footage, but so that's gone. So there's art, there's writing. I write for articles for magazines as well. I create musicals. I write plays. I customize motorbikes. And I produce events. And I'm producing another Indian event in November for Australia that I started just a couple of weeks ago to get a big gathering together. So yeah, my brain does not shut off at all.
You're extremely busy.
No wonder I'm solo. No wonder I'm single. No one can cope with it.
No one can keep up.
Not only no one wants to wake up with this crazy batshit woman with all, just it's 24/7. Like I don't stop.
Yeah, if everybody wants to know her name, it's her name, but her phone number is 1-800-BATSHIT-CRAZY. And
That's me.
Crazy.
That's me.
Hey, Christine, Ginger wanted to know, do you still have a victory somewhere?
Did you ever have a victory motorcycle?
No, I never had a victory. I did when
Okay.
when I produced the launch of Victory in Australia for them, they did loan me a bike and I did ride around on one for a short, hot minute, and they were great. I loved them. I mean, their reach was a lot longer than I was used to. That was my only thing that I want. They seem to have a long tank and a long body, so the reach was quite far for me, but they were great bikes. And I reckon they'll become collector's items now.
All right.
Yes, they are.
Let's take a break for a second. Hey, folks, if you haven't liked already, there's 50 people watching plus. All right. I want to see 16 likes. I see one love, though. Somebody loves the podcast. That's awesome. Connie, who you got in the chat real quick so we can recognize these people? And if there's any questions there, that'd be great.
I have the Body Snatcher, William Blaze, Wind Therapy Addict, Wheels Divided, Greg Rankins, Tim Arnold, Mark Bach, Mike TS111, Francis Daughtry, Jeffrey Maxwell, Marcel, Our Indian Adventures, Mike Sampaio, which is Mike.
Yeah, from Ride Culture. Yep,
Right.
that's one of Ride and Fish's best friends.
Yeah,
And Gator Mike's here, too.
Gator
Yep.
Mike's here, Zach Rides, Nitrous, HD Ronnie G, C Marty, Ginger Parak, BFP Garage, Poppy's Adventures, and I just got Jason Christensen.
Jason. Yeah, Jason's here from.
He said he's late.
Yeah, you're late, man. You're in trouble. Hey, I do want to thank Zach Rides. He actually go check out his YouTube channel. He actually put a little announcement of our podcast and stuff in his video. He's got some subscribers too. Also, we're gonna have to get him on the podcast. I think we're already started talking about it, so we'll get him on here. It's gonna be fun. If you haven't seen Zach Rides, he was in here last week, and he's also been following us, and he said he loves the podcast, so that's good.
Oh, and Marty Bodie.
Oh, Marty Bodie just showed up.
Is in here. He said, Christine, what do you think about the new 2026 Chief Vintage?
There we go.
There we go.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I mean, I would change the exhaust. I think I'd go that's probably the only thing, but I'm old school. I love the skirted fenders. I particularly love the red version more than the black one. And I love the little, the tractor seat that they've got on. I love it. I want one. I want one, but
it's a beautiful bike. Now, if you guys want to meet her in person, guess where she's going to be at on Labor Day? She's going to be on the Route 66 ride, and hopefully, right, if everything works out. And
Yes.
hopefully it should. So she's definitely going to be here. And I think you got 7 trips this year, right? Planned or something like that? 6 or 7?
Oh yeah, it's a big. I'll leave end of May and be in the States all of June. So I'll be doing the Legends Never Die tour with the boys from Chicago to the West Coast. Then I'm going to ride back to Durango and do the Rendezvous there for a few days. Then I'm going over to Utah and meeting up with the Indian ladies first, Ella, who I believe you mentioned earlier.
Yep.
She's organising a group of gals to meet me, and I've never done the Salt Flats, so I want to do that and look a little bit more around Utah. Then from there, I'm going to head back to South Dakota and do the Black Hills. I've done them before, but I want more time there. I love it. And then I'll probably fly home to Australia. So that's the US bit. I'm also going to ride for a week in Japan. My daughter lives there, and I've got a third baby granddaughter that's there, so I want to go and spend a bit of time with her, but also ride through Japan, probably up through the north. The children's book that I have just written is about something that happened in Japan. You all are aware of the tsunami that hit Japan, and this book is about this family's process of dealing with their lost dad. It sounds sad, but it's uplifting and nice. If people ever follow me, I'll be launching that, and you can see it. It's a good book for adults as well. So there's Japan, and then I've got loads. I do a lot of festival runs in Australia. Now, Australia's a big country like yours, but we've got a lot of space in between. So from me to get to A to B can sometimes be a 2-day ride. So I've started this thing called the Festival Series, where I go to festivals and events in Australia and cover the roads there and talk about what the culture and the history and the people, and also about the event. I'm really big on trying to discover historical significance in the places that I go to. So not only the Indigenous background to the towns that I visit, but also the European and the colonisers that came to our country, as they have done with yours. It's, different country, but it's the same sort of stories in a way. I'm really big on discovering the background of the town, where it's come from, and the history. I love history, but I also am just as keen to talk to the locals and get local gossip, any unsolved murders, things like that, and any local gossip, who's doing who to what, when. They don't often share all that information, but I sometimes can get some interesting gossip out of people. So yes, I'm on a motorbike. Yes, I love to discover great roads and rides and recommend roads and rides to other motorcyclists and destinations. But equally, my content is equally just about the people and the places and the history. My big thing is, with every video or everything I do, the question I ask myself is, what did I learn from that trip, and what will my viewers learn? You have to take away something. You have to learn something from one of my videos. Otherwise, I'd be very upset if you don't.
I got to announce this. Welcome, Ride Culture Mike, as a member. Congratulations. Thank you for that. So for some reason, it's not showing up for me other than that 1 star, and that's it. So sorry, I apologize for that.
It's showing up for me, though.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. But anyway.
Thank you, Mike.
Yeah, thank you for that. I always try to announce them. Sorry, Christine, if I interrupted you. I apologize.
Oh, no, I'm sort of also looking at some of the contents, and I've noticed there's one guy there, HD Ron Leg. Yeah, he doesn't like the skirt fenders at all. He says it's not 1942. Never mind.
And we all know that's an acquired taste. Either you absolutely love them or you hate them. Me, I love them. I want an Indian that looks like an Indian.
Yep.
100%. That's exactly right. I mean, I've ridden the Pursuits and the Challengers, and they are amazing bikes. In fact, I resisted getting one because I thought I might have killed myself. They're a performance-based bike, I like the big old lounge chair ones that sort of sit low and heavy, and we just coast along. But the Pursuits and Challengers, to me, they're too good for me. I think you've got to be a performance rider almost. But I too, I agree. I like the old school classic lines, and I love the classic red. I also have a Roadmaster classic. So outside of Calamity, the one that you've shown, I have a Roadmaster classic, which, believe it or not, I've hardly done anything to, because it's already quite fancy enough. And that is such a beautiful bike to ride. It's actually easier for me to ride than the Chief, simply because my Chief's a 2016, so the rake is about 4 degrees longer.
Yes.
Where the Chieftains were about 4 degrees shorter. Well, the Roadmaster is that shorter rake. And like, I can do a U-turn on the road, on the Roadmaster, where on Calamity, I'm like a bloody crab. It's a 500-point turn sometimes because it's so cumbersome and hard. But the Roadmaster is such a delight to ride. I'm on that bike just as much, if not more, these days, because Calamity's now become a bit of a show bike that I go to events on to showcase her. Where if I'm just on adventures and rides on my own, I'll get on the Roadmaster. But I know since 2019, all Indians, whether they're chiefs or whatever, have all got that shorter rake now. So probably a lot of people that are on later bikes haven't got a clue what I'm talking about. They go, she's mad. But before 2019, the chiefs were longer raked.
Yes,
which made
us
them
older people.
Yes.
Us older people who remember those models. The thing is, Christine, is that you bought into the continuing argument between these two and me. They're both pursuit riders, 112s, and they love that stuff, and it's good. I've ridden that bike too, but I'm old school. Thunderstrokes forever, because I like that torque. I really do.
I'm
It
with
seems
you.
like you're in the same mode that I am.
Shit, I just woke up.
Chris is
Sorry
having
about
a snooze.
Yeah, Chris. Hey, Chris. Remember that kangaroo hand? There you go, buddy.
I don't
There
know
you
what
go.
was said of the
Hold
balls.
that up. Thank you, Christine. Thank
Oh
you.
my gosh.
Hey, my second Indian, well, actually my first Indian. My first Indian had a Thunderstroke engine. I loved it. I really did. I just loved the actual look of the Challenger, so I bought a Challenger, and that's how I got into the Power Plus. So there you go. 126
You just got rid
Chieftain
of it.
here. Somebody's got a 126 Chieftain here. Welcome
Yeah,
to the
I,
podcast there.
I've had
Wow.
Yeah.
I've had 3 Thunderstrokes, Christine, and I just bought the 25 Pursuit 112, so thought I'd give the Power Plus a try. You know.
Yeah, I mean, I too. I have ridden them. They are amazing. They're light compared to the ones I'm on. I felt like when I picked it up, I almost felt like I was going to throw it over my shoulders because I'm so used to pulling up the bike and getting it ready. But I just think they'd be a danger to me. It'd be dangerous. I need something a bit more weighty and heavy just to keep me a bit more grounded. Otherwise, you know, I'll have the second foot on the rainbow before I know it.
Yeah.
There are some questions in here.
Yeah, go ahead. Ask them
Oh, I'm
away.
sorry, Les.
No,
Let me see.
go ahead.
Ginger wants to know how tall you are. She wanted to know.
I'm 5'6".
5'6". Okay.
Well,
Does she-
actually, I'm 5'5.5". Because I'm getting old, I'm shrinking. But I've always been 5'6" in the old money. I don't. Isn't it weird? We've been metric for many years, but I still think in feet and inches for height. But I only think in kilograms and grams for weights. So my head is sort of like living in both worlds. But I'm 5 foot. Let's say I'm 5'5" now because I am shrinking. An old lady, I'm shrinking.
Oh, I hear you. Trust me.
Well, she also wanted to know if you had trouble with the height of the
Yeah.
bikes, if that was an issue.
No, not at all. I'm flat-footed on both the Chief and the Roadmaster.
Ah,
Very flat-footed, yeah. The bikes that I tiptoe are more adventure bikes. I've tried Triumph Tigers and Himalayans or Himalayans. I'm not sure how you guys pronounce it. There's a bit of a debate over here how it's pronounced with the Royal Enfield range. I took an FTR out for a little while. I tippy-toed on that as well. I know you can get lowering seats, but these were just sort of like off the showroom models. So, no, I'm flat-footed and very comfy on my 2 bikes. Very comfy. The Pursuit and Challenger,
Excellent.
I must say, they were a little bit higher when I took those guys
Yes,
out.
they are. Yes, they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're performance bikes. Yeah. Anyway, I'm just kidding.
Excuse me.
I'm just kidding.
where's that kangaroo figure again?
Yeah. So, hey,
Yeah.
somebody wants a 126 club merch. I can make that happen. I can do a one-off. No big deal. And Jason said he had a 126 Sport Chief. I guess that's a popular Thunderstroke engine kind of upgrade. So I didn't know that. That's awesome.
Some people are saying too on this one format that's it's a little strange. They're having problems reading the comments.
Which one? Which format are you guys on? You guys on the short one or on the wide? Because we got 2
I think I'm on the short. It's on the short. No, it's on the vertical one.
on the vertical one. You guys can't read the comments underneath. Okay, let
A
me.
few of them had said the format is strange, hard to follow comments.
Okay.
Wheels Divided said, I'm just curious the reason for the new format tonight. Is it for the mobile users so the screen fits better?
Well, okay. So if you're okay, there's 2 streams, guys. So go to our our YouTube channel. There's one that's short, vertical, and you might be wanting to watch it on the actual wide. So there's two versions. At this time, I cannot. I guess I can rename one, and after I do the, put it, that kind of stuff. But there's two lives going on right now. So check it out. Go back to the actual YouTube channel. Click on the other one, and it'll be wide format. So I do one short format, so I can do shorts that are really easy, and then we have the wide format that I'm looking at right now. So if you're looking if you're on a big screen TV, you're on the wrong stream. Just to let you guys know. Just go back to the channel and then click on the other YouTube, and you'll be good to go. There's two, so just check out the YouTube. Hopefully that helps you guys out. And you should be able to read the comments pretty easy then. If not, then I can see what I can do. So, but the format hasn't really changed. It's just that we have two streams now going at the same time. So it's just new. We started doing this about 3 weeks ago.
And Riding Fish is on. He just said, I'm showing up, people.
Yeah.
Nice to see my sister, he said.
Yeah, you got the same
He's
last
my
name,
brother
don't
from
you?
another mother.
That's right.
There you go.
My maiden name was Fisher.
Mm-hmm.
So that's yeah.
So
And I can't wait to meet Fred in person, Daniel.
Yeah.
So Christine, you've done a
okay.
lot. You got a lot planned. If you had one crazy thing on your bucket list that you haven't done, what are some of the crazy things on your bucket list that you hope to get done?
Okay, well, before I'm 70, this year's really crazy busy with all those overseas trips and local ones. But 2027, I'm going to ride around, circumnavigate Australia. I'm not sure whether I'm doing it on the Chief or the Roadmaster. Probably the Roadmaster, and I'll probably tow a trailer so I can camp around as well. And that might take me, well, it could take me a year, but I'd like to think 6 months I can get away. So riding around Australia is my bucket list because, to do that, I've got to cross the longest stretch of road in the world, across the Simpson Desert, the Nullarbor Plains, which is a bit of a Australian bucket list thing to do. I still want to ride northern Thailand and Vietnam. I would love to also ride up in Norway and the Scandinavian countries. That looks amazing up there, but that's another trip back to Europe. Australia, we're just so far away. Everywhere is such a distance to get to when we're talking overseas stuff. But there's some things I want to do. I've generally thought if I can keep going doing this stuff till I'm 70, so in three more years of doing this hardcore riding, would be great. I mean, if I get longer, fabulous. That'd be great, but I'm being a bit of a realist. And the other thing is I am what they call the sandwich generation. So my parents are still alive. They're nearly hitting 90, so I tend to, they're needing more and more care. And it's myself and my brother, we do most of the heavy lifting with those guys. So I have parents that I sort of semi-look after. And I've got grandchildren here that I support and help look after. And so that's why we call and I've got all the shit in the middle, which is my life that I'm trying to accomplish a lot of things and be that adventurous woman that I want to be. I mean, I would love to. I've missed the boat with adventure bike. I watch. You all probably know this woman called Itchy Boots, who she's simply amazing. I watch her and I'm inspired to do that, but I just think I'm too old now to be you don't bounce like you used to, and I just can't afford to break a bone anymore. But I don't have any regrets in life. I have a great life. But I feel I've missed the boat a little bit for adventure riding, which probably 10 years ago, if I was into it, I would have done a bit more of that. Tried some more off-road stuff, and especially in Australia because there's lots of dirt tracks and some great places to go. And trust me, I have taken the Chief and the Roadmaster on roads that those bikes should not be on, and I've managed to get through it, but not through good management, just through luck. I've found myself when I was riding through Scotland and England and Wales. Now, those roads there are not designed for big cruisers. In fact, one thing I noticed when I was in the UK is that I only saw, of all the bikes that I saw out and about, not even 10% were big V-twin cruisers. They were all Triumphs or Beamers or they're they were those sort of bikes, and quite rightly, because the roads are narrow, the little cobbled streets, they're narrow and they're two-way. Well, my bike almost took up the width of some of those roads, the lanes that you'd find yourself in. So so some countries are really designed for those big cruisers. Australia's one of them, as is the US, Canada, and I've ridden all of these countries. But Europe, a little bit, but more so. It's why you see mainly Beamers over there. The roads are much more designed for those sort of bikes. So with all these other countries I want to go to outside of the States, and hopefully I get that Indian bike to ride with you all. When I go to Vietnam and Thailand or India, I will ride the bikes of those countries. I will hire or try and cut a deal where I actually am on a Royal Enfield or a Suzuki or a Honda or whatever the bike is of choice of that country, because it's obvious why they build them, because it suits the roads.
Sure. So
Right.
Yeah.
so go back to your Australia adventure where you want to go around the country.
hmm
You said there's a lot of desert and things like that. I mean, there's not like a quick stop to get gas at like at every corner, right? So how do you manage your fuel on a trip like that?
I have a fuel bladder, but the coastal regions of Australia is fine. You'll never run out of fuel there. And we've got everything from mountains. We have an Alp system in Australia that's larger than Switzerland. So in our winter season, we have more snow than Switzerland. And that people go, what? That's crazy. So that area in summer down in the snow, we call it the Snowy Mountains. In summer, that's where I'm having this big event that I'm producing for Indian riders in that area, because the riding around those mountains is the best. It's amazing. So we have we've got tropical rainforests, we've got big sweeping open country bends, we've got tight twisties, we've got everything that you guys have, but mainly concentrated around the coastal regions of Australia. Once you go over the plains and you're in what we call the outback, then there's unsealed roads. Then there's long distances between fuel stations, but you prepare. So if I'm crossing the Nullarbor, for instance, which is the only way to get from the west coast to the east coast, is to cross the Nullarbor, which is the longest, straightest stretch of road in the world. They tell you are 200 kilometres from the next fuel station or whatever. So they have them dotted about where you can refuel. But you'd be crazy not to have a fuel bladder packed on your bike. You'd be mental. I know there's plenty of mental people, and I'm one of them. But I even know that. And I've just noticed there was a question there. Someone said Australia gets snow. I don't know if you're going to read some of this questions. I saw one.
Go ahead, Connie. Do you want to do that while I'm trying to fix this screen?
Yeah, there's a few questions here. I don't know if I missed it or not, Christine. I'm sorry. It says, where's your favorite place in the world to ride?
There's a couple. I mean, let's say outside of Australia. I got to say, I loved riding through like the $1 Million Highway all through Colorado and the Black Hills of America. That's why I want to go back there. It's magnificent. And seeing all the buffalo and everything. They run a mile when they see me coming because they probably think they're going to become an ornament on my bike. But the roads around there are beautiful. Oh, there's so many. Like I crossed the country twice. So I've done all the signature roads, going to the Sun Road, $1 Million Highway. I've done the Tail of the Dragon, which, by the way, I was so anxious about doing that. But in actual fact, there's much more technical rides that I've done in Australia as there would be in America. I don't think it's a very difficult technical ride, the Tail of the Dragon, to be honest with you. I think there's more difficult ones that I did. Certainly coming out of into California too, and I've forgotten a lot of these names. Look, I don't think there's a bad place to ride in America. It's beautiful. The only states I missed, though, were Florida and New Mexico. I have ridden New Mexico years ago, but I would love to come back and do the southern area. Excuse me. But outside of America, I know I'm rambling here. I've got to say, Scotland is extraordinary. I love Scotland. Not only do men wear skirts over there, and I did try and look up them, The riding and the scenery is magnificent.
Oh my God.
You guys are
The only reason, you know why we're laughing so hard? I'm a Renaissance Fair person and I have 12 kilts. I talked Chris into buying a kilt.
Okay. If I can get permission from your wife when I get over there, if I could quickly sneak a camera up there and have a bit of a
Oh,
quiz,
Jesus.
She won't do it.
That'd be a bucket
Yeah,
list
she
thing
won't do
for
it.
me. That'd be a bucket list thing for me. So,
Oh,
yeah,
my
I'm sorry
goodness.
I couldn't give you one definitive road. But what always comes into my head when people the first thing that comes into my head is the Colorado, the bit from Ouray to Silverton. The $1 Million Highway in that area is magnificent, but God, there's so many close ones that I could rabbit on all day, like the Blue Ridge Parkway, all around, Nashville. I love Nashville. What a great city Nashville is. Oh, I've got a funny story about Nashville. I don't know if I can tell it though. It's about the Indian dealership there.
Oh,
You should be able to.
if it's funny.
Well, it's interesting because when I came to America last time, I was there for 3 months and I wrote to a few Indian dealerships and said, look, I'm bringing this crazy ass bike from Australia. I'm doing Sturgis. And by the way, I won 3 gold medals at Sturgis for People's Choice and Best Customization. So it's really good. And there was one dealership that out of all of them, I really wanted to go to that one and do a bit of a meet and greet thing and meet some people. Because of the style of the bike, it's got a saddle as a pillion passenger. I've got guns on it. It's very Western. So it's, to me, it's got Nashville written all over it. Anyway, I wrote to them and introduced myself and then they wrote back and they go, no, we don't believe you're a good fit for our dealership.
That's crazy.
Okay. So, yeah, that never happened. But I love Nashville as a city. It's so much going on there. And
All right.
yeah, I love riding America. That's why I'm really hoping that this year comes off and I get that bagger I'm aiming for. That I know riding fish has been fantastic. Beartooth Pass, that's another one. Beartooth Pass, all around there. The Chief Joseph Highway. Oh my God, look, I could go on forever. Idaho, Sawtooth Ranges. I did it all. Everything's amazing.
Have you ever been here over in Ohio, Kentucky, or Indiana area? We've got some great roads here too.
I did the Ozarks. Which was great. I did Tennessee, of course, and I zigzagged all the way across. No, I don't think I did Kentucky. I don't think I did. I'd have to look on the map. I'd have to go back. After a while, things get, everything blends into one another, and I forget where I am. But
sure it does.
Yeah. So Chattanooga. So is Chattanooga? Is that before the Tail of the Dragon in that area?
It's pretty close.
It's
about
very close.
3
It's in
hours.
Tennessee.
Yes, I did that. Beautiful. And I don't know if a good mate of mine, Bill Hall, Indian riders out there, he's in the Tennessee near the Tail of the Dragon. A great mate of mine that I met over there too. Good friend. I've met so many great people. I could go on forever. I want to come back. So Fred, just get that bloody bike in riding so I can book my flights.
Ginger says you need to come to Texas or Arizona, the mountains ride.
Arizona. Well, there you go. Arizona, Sedona, all around. I've done all that. Amazing. I love Arizona. I could live in Arizona. If there's a rich, here we go. While I've got the audience, if there's a rich, massively wealthy 96 to 98-year-old billionaire out there, I'm here for it.
Lord have mercy.
I'll come over. We can get married. Anna Nicole Smith is my hero. He can be in the wheelchair. I'll put on a white dress. I'll do the business one night. He'll be gone the next morning, and happy days.
The triple nickel in Ohio is a good one also.
Oh my God.
Well, Jeff Maxwell, did you see his?
What Jeff said, Earth is my favorite. That's all I've seen.
No, he said something about Wea, Devil's Triangle, and the Snake are all more technical. Maybe she should try one of those.
Yeah. Devil's Triangle.
What's that called?
Definitely.
I did the Devil's Tower. I went out there, but that's and the Bighorn ride. That was amazing. Like, oh God, yeah. I should have taken notes and had it all ready for you, but yeah. But I'd love to try some more ones that I've missed. Obviously, can't do it all.
Nope. Well, geez, this has been a great podcast. We've had some technical issues. I think the chat, there's an overlay somewhere I couldn't find, had a bug in it, I guess. This is new software that we're using, that we're testing, and it does the shorts and everything. So I think the chat is fixed now. Hopefully, if you guys give me a thumbs up out there, that would be great. So what's the matter? What's the matter, Russ?
Well,
I think I'm getting some marriage proposals, but
yeah,
Yeah, you did. Yes, you did.
yeah, it looks like Wheels Divided made you an offer there.
I'm 55, retired in December. Will that work?
Yeah, 55's a little young. You'd have to work to kill him. So
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And listen, I don't want to work anymore. I don't want to do too much more back work. I'm over that.
Awesome.
Oh my
Got to be
goodness.
nearly dead. Devil's Whip. That's the one.
Yeah.
I've just seen it there. Okay. I'll
tell you what,
I'll look that up.
Zach is right.
Oh, Helene or Helene. I don't know how you pronounce it, but I did ride into Helene after what's it called? The Going to the Sun Road. I think I stayed in Helene.
Helene, Arizona, or what? Or Helene?
Oh no, that was.
that's
There's another place. Oh, and I love places like Virginia City where they all the locals dress up as if it's the 1800s. There's two Virginia cities, but the one near Carson City was amazing. Well, they're all amazing. I did Area 51, the Death Valley. I did it. I covered 28,000 kilometres. I don't know what that is in miles. What's that about? 18,000 miles when I was there last time.
And you used to ship your bike, right? I mean, it's got a little bit expensive now. That's the reason why you can't do it. But she would ship her bike over. It's crazy.
Yes, it's cheap if you're going for any length of time. So anything longer than, say, 3 weeks, it's cheaper to ship your bike over, because by the time I hire something, if I couldn't get Indian to come to the party and I had to hire, for instance, 3-month trip would have been $20,000 in hire fees, where shipping return is about Australian, about 8,000 or 9,000. What's that? 5 or 6 American. So the only downside with shipping is I've got to be without the bike for 6 weeks either end. You know, it takes 6 weeks to get there, 6 weeks to come back. Now, shipping the bike to America is quite easy. Your customs are very, shall we say, relaxed. In Australia, we're not relaxed. Our customs officials are absolute assholes, and they will go through everything with a fine-tooth comb. And if you've got one speck of dirt on your bike when it comes back, they require you to have it fully detailed at a cost with one of their suggested details, and we all know what that means. Yeah, they can be very tough, Australian customs. But oddly enough, and no one can believe this, on both occasions when Calamity has come back from her overseas trips, I think the customs guys take one look at her and go, oh, holy shit, man, that's too much paperwork. Yeah, let her go. Just get it out of here. We don't want to know.
and you're probably right.
Or they look like and say, there's definitely drugs in this bike.
Yeah, and if I get pulled over in Australia, because we have like random, I've never been pulled over for speeding and stuff like that, but we have what we call random breath tests on the side of the road. They just set up like a pop shop, and they just stop and they'll just stop traffic. That's happened twice to me on Calamity, and I pull up and the policeman comes over they breathalyze you and do everything. And he gets out his stuff. I'm fumbling for my license, and he gets he goes, you know what, love? Just go, will you? Just go. Because I've got so many possible defects on my bike. The paperwork alone is just too much for them. So they just wave me on. They go, just go. They don't even breathalyze me in the end. They just want me out of there.
That's awesome.
Wow. Well, so we have a question. It says, what's it like riding during flying spider season in Australia?
Okay, well, there's so many myths about how everything in Australia can kill you, but I'm probably the biggest danger. I
believe it.
Okay, so there's I don't know about, I've never heard of flying spiders, but we do have big spiders. The bigger the spider, in actual fact, the less dangerous they are. So if you've got I have big spiders in my mountains home, you don't kill them because they're there. They just eat all the mozzies and flies and things like that. They're actually harmless to humans. The big problem we have of the two dangerous spiders is the funnel web, which lives out in the garden and buries under rocks and twigs and things. They make a hole, and they're black, and they're very deadly. And then there's the redback, and they often find themselves under toilet seats. So in the outback, there's all these famous songs called, there's a redback on my toilet seat when I was there last night. I didn't see him in the dark, but boy, I felt his bite. So obviously, but with a redback spider, you've got a little bit of time to get to a hospital. They don't kill you instantly. The funnel web is a real problem, but we do have an anti-venom for that. So if you can get to a hospital, you'll be okay. So those are the two main spiders. The other ones, yes, we have lots of big spiders, but there's bird spiders that have been known to eat birds. They're big. I haven't seen one of those in real life.
Wow.
But, it's like snakes. We have we have the most deadly snakes in the world here, but those guys are more afraid of us. If you're out in the bush walking and you start putting your hand under rocks and digging in holes where you shouldn't be and you get bitten, well, that's what you get. You're conscious of the fact that you're in the bush. Now, if a snake, you're in the bush and you're walking, you're hiking, and a snake goes across the thing in front of you, you just stop and wait for it to go, and then you go on your merry way. If you start trying to jump on it and do stupid stuff, they're going to have a go at you. Same with sharks. We're actually experiencing a lot of shark attacks at the moment because, they're protected. So their numbers have increased dramatically over the years. And because it's been so warm lately and the waters are warm and there's more fish towards the warmer waters, the sharks are coming in. And I think in the last month, we've had about 6 fatalities and one in Sydney Harbour. So bull sharks are terrible. You've got your great whites, of course. So what else is deadly? Someone mentioned drop bears I saw earlier.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that.
Yeah, I think drop bears is really the shit that comes out of a koala. It's just a drop. It's not really an animal. Koalas are pretty passive things. They just eat a certain type of eucalyptus leaf, which makes them stoned all the time, which is why they do nothing but sit in a branch with their eyes rolling back in their head and do nothing. They're off their tree, not literally, but they're stoned because there's this hallucinogenic thing in this gum leaf that they eat. So they're just stoned all the time, koalas, but they can do some damage if you try and get them. It's the same with kangaroos. Kangaroos can absolutely. I'm sure all the people watching have seen kangaroos, the big buff ones that stand up and box. It's not their fists that will kill you. It's their hind legs. So they use their tail as a support mechanism, and they get up with their legs, and they actually can disembowel a person in one strike. So you don't see kangaroo.
So killer spiders, killer kangaroos, pooping panda bears. What else you got here?
Somebody asked about
saltwater
dingoes.
crocs. How about that?
Yeah, saltwater crocs.
Yeah, well, up in the
dingoes.
Northern Territory, you don't go swimming up in the north of Australia. It's so hot, but there's saltwater crocs that it will come on the beach and get you. You can't swim. There's also box jellyfish, which will kill you in an instant. So you don't. The only place to swim is in a pool with chlorine and tiles.
I knew there was a reason I didn't live in Australia, and you've just confirmed.
Oh no, but there's some fabulous beaches and there's some beautiful spots. It's not all dangerous.
Yeah.
I think HD Ronnie G said it best.
What's that?
Jumping, walking, traveling by drone. A big ass spider is a big ass spider. He said it best.
Just kill the sucker.
But I don't know if it's big enough; it might kill you. Shit.
Yeah, no.
Well,
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Chris.
No, you go ahead.
No,
go ahead.
There's a William Blaze is asking, how common are wallabies as pets?
No, not at all. In fact, they're all protected species. The only people that would keep them are like these wildlife conservation people that may find a wallaby in a pouch, like their mother, a joe. We call the babies joeys. So they get rescued or injured. There's people that will take them in, get them better, and then they put them back out in the wild. They're not a pet. That we eat them though. I think we're one of the few countries that we actually eat our coat of arms. So our coat of arms has an emu and a kangaroo on it. We eat them both. I don't think there's many countries that have a coat of arms where you eat them. We do. Kangaroos are very lean, a lean meat. I don't like it at all. It's got no fat in it whatsoever, so it's if it's not cooked right, it can be very tough. And same with crocodile and emu. We cook them all, but they're very lean meats, and I'm not a big fan because I like a little bit of marbling fat in my steak, a bit juicy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, we've watched the travel shows over there, and isn't jerky a big thing over there where they make it out of all these different animals?
There would be. I've never actually eaten jerky. I thought it was a very American thing, actually, but they would do that with this meat. It'd be perfect for that meat because it's so concentrated, high in protein, and would be easy to dry like that, I would imagine. Yeah.
So it looks like Wheels Divided and Gator Mike are planning a trip over there. So if they go, I'll go.
Well, I was going to do the same
outrun
thing.
them.
Yeah, I got to get my. Yeah, I definitely want to go. I want to do it too.
Oh well.
No, I ain't going.
No, honestly, it's beautiful riding. It's a beautiful country. The people are very cool and chilled. We're very welcoming, and there's some great rides to be had. Whether in every type of scenery you can imagine. Whatever you've got over there, we have over here. Maybe just not as big, but it's spread out, and we don't have as the population that you have, so things are not as busy.
All I remember is a movie when I was probably in my 20s. I was late at night watching, and there was a movie called The Hitchhiker or something like that, and it's based off Australia, some true parts of the story, right? Yeah. That's some crazy stuff, man.
Yeah, well,
did they ever find him?
I don't know if you've all seen Wolf Creek.
Yeah, that's one.
That's the one. Yeah, that's based on a sort of that things like that do happen on the outback. Yeah, there was a couple in a combi van that they got pulled over, and she escaped, but they've never found the guy's body. And then we had a serial killer, the Bangalow Forest, Ivan Milat, he died in prison not so long ago, but that was horrible. Mm-hmm. There's plenty of places to hide bodies over here, that's for sure.
For sure.
Let's go,
hey,
Chris.
Connie, go ahead and let Chris go over there.
Yeah.
Collect that insurance money.
I know when I'm traveling and I see a car on the side of the road just parked, and that could be just someone going for a hike. I don't know. I just go past and go, oh, I wonder if they're hiding a body there. I should take down their number.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hey, Christine, I just don't like Foster's. That's all.
Wow.
I don't like beer. I like Foster's beer.
Oh, well, here's another thing. No one in Australia drinks Foster's.
Oh, it's not a thing. What do you drink?
We have.
Maybe I would like.
We have Tui's new. We've got CUB. There's a whole, and we've got loads of boutique breweries now. It's a big thing over here, boutique breweries. But I'm telling you, we're astonished. Even when I was in Europe and England, they go, I've got a Foster's for you. I go, no, Foster's, you wouldn't even be able to buy a Foster's at the local pub here. It doesn't exist.
Wow.
It's like,
really?
Yeah,
wow.
It's shit. And two, I don't know how it came about. I don't know how it came about. So please, everybody, we don't drink Foster's. I don't know if I've got any Aussie mates in the chat, but please back me up on that. We don't drink Foster's.
That's freaking funny.
Oh, wow.
Thank you. Appreciate that little tidbit of information.
Yeah, we don't drink it.
All right, we have a couple. What kind of snacks you guys eat over there for long rides? You got to, hey, it's like 110, 100, when you're riding this time of year. So what do you drink and stuff? To keep yourself?
Well, I am a long distance rider, so I pack some in the panniers. I'll sometimes put bags of ice in smaller bags. I'll go and buy a big 5 kilo bag of ice, break it up into smaller bags, put that in the panniers, and then I stop every couple of, probably every hour and a half I'll stop, and I have a drink cup holder. I fill that with ice, or I put a bottle of water in there. I've got a front little holder. I'll put little bags of ice in there that I put down my chest or whatever, and I pour water over me. And as far as snacks go, I just take nuts. I don't drink tea and coffee. I've never ever. Here's a bit of information. I've never had a hot drink in my life.
Oh wow!
Never.
Wow.
I've never had tea,
Oh.
coffee. I've never had a hot chocolate. I've never had a hot drink ever. So it's water or wine, and I've actually given up the wine in the last few months. So I'm so boring. I swear, I just drink water, and the odd Coke if I need some energy, as in the liquid Coke. Just want to clarify.
So
Darling.
when you come here and we have to try Vegemite because we talked about that
Oh,
last
yes.
night, right?
Mhm.
Then you got to try coffee.
Oh, I can't do it. No, I can't do it. No, so just on that Vegemite thing, I'm going to be bringing, this is such a divisive spread, but it is a cultural icon here in Australia. And I'm here to show the Americans how to eat Vegemite. So when you come and see me, I'm going to give you a little demonstration, and you're going to try a little sample. And I'm pretty sure and confident I'd lay money on the fact that I will get you to like it.
Yes,
But
they
I
are.
I
can't
don't
see
know.
even the smell
I
of
don't
coffee makes me
know.
bad.
I'm up for it. I'll give it a shot. What the heck?
Yeah,
Come
you
on.
got to try it. You'll like it. Trust me. When it's done properly, because a lot of people get it and they lather it on like peanut butter, like really thick, and no one's gonna, not even an Australian would like that. But
Wow.
yeah.
You
So
know,
the
they got me to
Vegemite.
try haggis. They got me to try haggis too.
Oh,
Didn't like that
I
either.
tried it in Scotland and I
Yes.
loved it. It was beautiful.
Ew.
No,
Yeah.
couldn't take it. Sorry.
That's
No, oh,
isn't that stuff cooked inside of like a pig stomach or something?
Sheep stomach.
Yeah, I
yeah.
knew it was
Well,
cooked.
it's all the leftover stuff, or put it. But I
Mhm.
had it in a restaurant and I tried a little bit, and it's just like a really greasy sausage, like a meat sausage with lots of fat in it. It was actually beautiful. I didn't try. What's the other one? There's another one that's all blood. I didn't try that.
Oh,
I
the
didn't
blood
have to get it.
sausage.
Yeah,
The
I didn't
blood
try that.
sausage they have at
Haggis,
breakfast.
haggis was really nice, really nice.
Okay,
Yep.
you can keep
I'm
it.
just-
Sorry.
Yeah. I don't think. So you're gonna bring Vegemite, right? And what else are you gonna bring? Anything else? You're not gonna bring the kangaroo things and stuff like that, right?
I will bring some balls with me. Not these ones.
I need a set of those, Christine.
That's where
Yeah, okay,
Vegemite's
Connie,
made
I'm
from.
getting
just
you-
remember.
Connie's getting a set of balls. See,
Don't forget
They're
the kangaroo
different.
hands too.
they're different sizes. The different sizes. They all had names on them, but they've sort of faded. A bit like my memories. So I'll bring some balls, and I'll bring some.
Thank you.
How do you get
I
that?
want one of those.
And
How do you get that?
I've got some kangaroo scrotum pouches as well, like little coin pouches.
How do you get that stuff through customs?
There's no way she does.
They don't
Oh,
even
you-
ask.
I mean, seriously, you got a suitcase full of this stuff. You go through,
Yeah.
you go through customs and they open
they
this
don't
up.
know.
I mean, you know,
Your country is actually very. It's just, coming back to Australia is a problem. I can't bring very much stuff back. We're very strict over here because we're an isolated island, and our biodiversity and all that stuff. Me going over to other countries, no one seems to care, so it's pretty easy. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, there's lots of new rules have just come in since with your latest administration. You know, they're going through apparently the last 5 years of your social media posts. Not that I've said anything derogatory, but I may have posted the odd funny meme that I thought was funny. Not that I was having a go at anyone, but they may see that. I don't know. I don't know how true that is. I don't know why. So the answer is I hope it's always the same when I come to America. It's welcome to the States. Stamp my thing and get on your way.
You'll be fine.
So what's
You'll be
Yeah.
fine.
So what is the difference of riding, I guess, from Australia to I mean, and also riding in America? What's the difference? Is there any difference at all?
Well,
other than I think
you're on the
other
wrong side of the road. for me.
Yeah, the wrong side of the
That's-
road.
I mean, and it was the same with Europe. I was a bit nervous about that, but because I have Google Maps on my phone when I ride, that's been really helpful because as I'm coming towards the roundabout, my instinct is to go the wrong way. But because I look at the maps, it actually shows you, and it reminds me. So if there's a tip I've got for anyone, it's have the maps on because it actually shows you where you've got to be on the road, which reminds you. And when you're doing turns, to keep, your right turns are. Plus, we have this saying we call right right tight, loose left. So when I'm turning right with you guys, I keep it tight. We're over here, our right-hand turn is wide and loose. You're going across the traffic. So apart from being on the other side of the road, the other difference is your roads are in much better nick than ours. We have potholes and shit like that because our councils can be lazy and they don't put the money they should put into the infrastructure of the roads. Your roads are maintained and are just built for motorbike riders, I believe. They're fabulous.
How's the winters, though?
Oh, well, I haven't been in your country in a winter, and I wouldn't ride over there. You know, over where I am in Sydney, in the Blue Mountains, our winters do get cold, but we can still ride. I don't get snow in Sydney, for instance. There are places where it snows, but I wouldn't ride there in those conditions. So I can ride pretty much year round here, but I've ridden on black ice. So once I was in America, it was October time, and they had a bit of an early freeze or early winter come through, and I was coming into Aspen. I remember I was riding down into Aspen, and I'd hit black ice. Now, I've never experienced black ice, but I really knew when I was on it because I was bobsledding almost down this mountain, but I instinctively knew not to brake because I thought that would have actually made the situation worse. So I just tried to correct as best I could till I could feel a grip back on the road. So I knew I was out of the black ice, and then I brought the gears down and did it. So I survived that just through, I think, instinct. But that's the only experience I've had riding in a really cold black ice, because that was a really cold day, actually. When I think about that now, I think I cried. It was that cold. I think I cried. I couldn't feel anything. You know, I couldn't even. I don't want to say what I couldn't feel, but I couldn't feel any part of my body.
Tim says South Carolina roads are awful, and I have to agree with him because when we were doing the Dragon, once you crossed North Carolina, it was like a different world on the roads.
Yeah.
It was crazy. So.
Right. Okay. I probably didn't get around to as much, but I know when I come out of the Dragon, that friend of mine, Bill Hall, met us and took us on a beautiful ride around that area and into this Sequoia, the museum of Sequoia, that Indian chief that created the language for the Cherokee. Oh my God, I loved learning about that. That was a fabulous visit. A fantastic story. Great museum. I love all that. I love all that history. I love the history of the Native American Indians as well. And I've done a whole painting series on all the chiefs as well. And I love, I've done Deadwood, that series Deadwood. Loved it. Yes. Loved it. That Calamity Jane in there, she's my girl, not Doris Day.
You're talking to young people who don't remember that movie. I do. Doris Day played Calamity Jane.
Doris Day one, yeah, that's going back. That's not. She's not my style of Calamity, but the Calamity in Deadwood, the series and the movie, is definitely mine.
That's a whole other different animal.
Oh my God, that is almost Shakespearean in the scripting. It's my favorite all-time thing on TV I've watched. I loved it.
All right, I got to break in.
And I've painted all the characters from that as well. You can see, if anyone's interested, I've got an art Instagram page just called Chris Keeble _art, and that you can see all my paintings.
Type that in the interview chat here, and I'll paste it to everybody. All right, let me break into this here, folks. If you haven't subscribed, please do. We have a podcast every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're also going to do some pop-up podcasts throughout the month of February, March, and May. And we're going to have some great guests there because we've got a lot of people that want to be on the show. So we got to create some some more podcasts. But anyway, if you guys haven't seen on Facebook, I kind of released a new shirt and also a new hat. If you guys are interested in it, I'll show you guys what that looks like real quick. And we're going to do a different, what was it, 112 right now, but we're going to do the 116 max. We're going to do a 126 as we need to. Whatever we want to do, it's going to be great. Here's what that looks like. It's going to be freaking huge in here. But anyway, it's just a basic Throttle Iron with the new logo. Now, we still have the old logo, but this is the one for this hat, so I'm just promoting it. We're going to have 116s and all that kind of stuff. Let me get this thing a little bit smaller here. it's when I put an image on here, they're always so freaking huge. I would send you a hat, but it might cost me $100 to ship it to you. But yeah.
Oh no, don't worry. I'll come over and we can do.
Oh yeah, we'll give you a hat when you get
Yeah,
here.
she's coming on the Legend Tour. Just take her one.
Yeah, we'll just do
Yeah,
that.
don't post anything. The postage is mental for the US to Australia and vice versa.
And here's the back of the shirt. Throttle Iron, never ride behind again. 112. We're going to do 116 club. We're going to do.
Boy.
Yeah, I know. Inspired by racing, built for the street. I think this is a pretty cool shirt. The front has that same logo that's on the shirt. I'm sorry, in the hat. If I'm not mistaken. Oh, a lot of people have been asking about the giveaway. So let's just tell you that. So we're going to have the most people probably on February 24th. So I want to give everybody a chance to win. And also we'll have hopefully a lot of subscribers that night. And hopefully they stay as subscribers after that. But anyway, so February 24th is when we're going to do the actual giveaway of the $1,400 prize package. That's from Ride Culture, Gator Mike, Davison Audio. I'm not missing. Oh, BC Customs.
BC Customs.
Yep. It's going to be in there. So it's going to be great. Finesse the Challenger is here. He's an Indian ambassador.
What up, Finesse?
Yeah. Welcome to the podcast. But anyway, the actual giveaway is going to be February 24th. And they said, wow, you're going to do it on that night? I said, yeah, I'm going to do it on that night. Going to give everybody in the world a chance, just like we did that one night when we did the giveaway. We're going to do the same secret word, and you're going to have to type it in the chat, and that's how you win the prize. So it's going to be a great night. We'll probably do that at pretty close to the end. If you guys want to know about the Mike Kennedy podcast, which is going to be great, we have lots of questions. We got so far, a lot of them they deal with the 116, so we're going to have a lot of answers for that. But the other thing is that you haven't went to our website. Go to our website, throttleiron.com, and submit your question. You can put just more than just one, all right? So you can do multiple questions if you want to. We'll tally all of them together. We'll summarize them. We'll try to put as many credits that we can. But if there's like 60 people that had kind of the same similar question, we won't be able to do that. But we're going to try our best as possible. Also, if you are a manufacturer like Brave Wolf, if you got any questions, that'd be great. You have your own form. So we'll be talking aftermarket first, and then we'll go with our viewer questions and people that's around the web. Hopefully, if you put us a question in, hopefully you are part of the Facebook group and you're also part of Throttle Iron. That would be cool. Les, you got anything?
Well, yeah. When you go to submit the questions on the website, go to the podcast tab, pull that down, and that's where you're going to find the form.
A lot of people. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You know what? I can just do some posts right now in the chat, and we'll get back with her. And
yeah, because a lot of viewers would like to have her YouTube channel or websites.
Yes.
So.
Yep. And I think did you find the interview chat there? Did you, Chris?
No. No. Okay. There's a little box there. Do you want me to type that in? Do you? Oh no, then it goes away. Guest chat. So I can do.
Yeah, you can do all your social media real quick, and we'll start pasting that. I do have her Instagram. I'll do that one real quick, and that would be easy. And
I'd like to go on and check out the art. Actually,
yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to check out the art.
Yeah. Do you sell your art? Do you sell your art on Instagram?
I do. Some people ask me to do something for their husbands, and I do it a lot because I travel a lot. And rather than take paints and everything with me, I do it digital now on an iPad. Like it's a program called Procreate. So it's still me painting, and then what I can do, and then I can download it and then just quickly email it, and you can get it printed up. One fella just got his printed up on some corrugated iron, and it looks fabulous. It was a great idea. So that's YouTube. Sorry, and Insta. I'll do my Insta art one, which is at Chris Keeble _art. That's an easy one. Mm-hmm. And then there's Insta. Then there's my Creative Cruiser bike one, which is at the Creative. I mean, all roads will lead to somewhere, I'm sure. I have such fat fingers typing because my brain can't keep up with my my bike world. Oh, and then there's Facebook, which is again the Creative Cruiser. I used to be known. So I used to be known as the Aussie and the Indian. But then I started getting all these emails from Indians from Pakistan, not like red dot, not feather, would email me thinking that I was a matchmaking service for Australians and Indians. So I get all these people saying, "Can you hook me up with I'm an Indian guy and I'm looking for Australian woman, blah, blah, blah." So then I changed it to the barbering biker because I'm an old barber hairdresser from way back. And I started doing this series called, the Barbering Biker, where I'd travel to regional towns in Australia and the town would choose a deserving recipient to get a complete makeover. So I would go in, I'd take clothes, I'd research it, I'd give them a complete makeover, and we do a before and after. In fact, there's a fun little quick clip of the sizzle reel I did for TV. Like it's a 50-second thing. If I could, maybe I could find I could put that in the chat, the little list.
Yeah.
But that just shows you. So I was known as the barbering biker, doing that sort of stuff.
Yes.
But then I wasn't doing a lot of it. I started doing artwork and doing more stories and just creative stuff. So I sort of changed it to the Creative Cruiser. But if I can find while we're chatting the link to it's a fun little 50-second sizzle. They call them sizzle reels. So it was pitched to TV, and I had quite a bit of interest from free-to-air channels over here. But they got back to me. I hope I can say what I'm about to say. But they said, "Chris, we love it. You're good to camera. Your content's amazing. No one in the world is doing anything like this. But we have already too many middle-aged white women on TV." So I got knocked back because of that reason, that I wasn't exotic enough. So. I mean,
I got nothing.
Yeah. That's the way it is. So.
All right, I put all your. I actually went with your all the information you gave me in the chat. I actually looked them all up. I put everything I think possibly I can. I put the art in there.
Yep.
By the way, guys, did you want to look at her art? It's actually creative. It's creative, man. It's actually not bad. I think.
Well, it's different, It's different.
It's definitely different. I like it actually. I think it's pretty cool. So she's got the.
See why? I only do guys because it's very unflattering.
Yeah, she has a guy next to it, and then she has the painting next to it, and
so you can see where it's come from. Yeah,
which is really cool. So awesome stuff there. And I got the YouTube channel in there, so the link should be there, so you can scroll up. Just click on that. Subscribe to her. She's got some. I'm going to tell you, your videos are very entertaining, especially if you're riding around with Elvis in the back with a little puppet.
Oh yeah, well that was. So the other thing I might show you. So back in the day, I was a puppeteer. So that's it. So that's
there we go.
So that's me back. That's a long time ago. Look how young I am. But that's a puppet. That puppet there, I named them after my parents. But that's Neville Stubbs, and Gloria has gone now. She's all disappeared. But Neville is still around, and I dressed him up as Elvis because I went to the Elvis festival. I strapped him on the back of the bike, and went to the Elvis festival, and I won a prize for best motorbike. So I'm just about to send you. This is only a 50-second sizzle reel clip. I don't know if it can be shown or not, but I've just sent it to you in chat. That was the sizzle reel that went to the TV stations, and I got lots of interest. But so the bottom line is, I'd go into these little regional towns to have some fun with the locals, give someone a makeover. Who doesn't love a before and after? A bit like Queer Eye for the straight guy, but I was Crazy Granny for the weirdos.
Yeah.
And are you trying to show that now? Is that what you're?
Yeah, I'm going to try to. You can keep on talking. I'll get it here in a second. Yep.
Once it's come up, I'll shut up because I speak in it, and that's Yeah, so it's only 50 seconds. Like, it'll be quick. It's not like boring, but that's the sort of stuff I would do, which was how the barbering biker came about. There you go.
Let me turn the sound on here.
Oh my goodness.
So that's. I'm looking for spoons. I don't know if you can. I can't hear sound. So that's an old guy from the town and I talk to them about their life and what's gone on. And he's talking there about when he got pulled over by the cops, and I've finished. There he is, all done up. That's his son.
Wow.
Are you getting audio? Because I can't hear it, that's all.
No, we've got no audio.
Oh, you don't? Oh, I'm sorry.
Let me ask you a question, Christine. We've heard about the bikies over here, the 1%ers. Do you have much run-ins with them at all?
No. I know a few, but no, they tend to keep to themselves.
You don't. Right, let me read that video real quick. I do have sound on there now, I think. Let me restart it real quick. Make sure I got the right one. What's that?
You have to.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to hear her answer.
Oh, go ahead. You're good.
Yeah, so we have 1%ers over here. But
today's adventure before dementia.
Oh, sorry, you're good. I'm going to start here in a second. Go ahead. You're good.
Okay, so yeah, we have 1%ers over here. I know a few of the guys in those groups. They've always been very respectful to me, one-on-one. But you know, they have got that underground crime thing going on. They actually own a lot of tobacco stores over here now, because cigarettes over here are very, very expensive. Cigarettes, for a pack of cigarettes in Australia, would be equivalent to 30 to 40 American dollars. They're like $60 a packet.
Holy moly.
Wow.
Very expensive. Yeah. So, and smoking is a really frowned upon here. You won't see people smoke. You're not even allowed to smoke sort of out really in the street. You've got to find areas. You can't smoke in restaurants, in pubs, in clubs. It's really frowned upon. The government have made them very expensive. They take a big chunk of it for tax. So there's this underground thing of cheap cigarette packs for like $10 a packet. Mm-hmm. And usually it's the bikie gangs that are running all those, but the government at the moment is now closing them down as well. They're always on a fight. So they've got that. They're bad boys, let's face it. They're into all the underground crime, same as everywhere. But they keep, for the normal everyday person and the normal everyday bike rider like myself, they don't have anything to do with us. You know, if I was to go to a pub and there were all 1%ers there, they wouldn't really do anything. They've actually been very respectful to me. I've pulled into pubs before, and you know, I can see them all there standing watching me, hoping I'd probably drop the bike. Mm-hmm. But I've pulled into pubs and areas, and there's been 1%ers around. I'm a solo rider, so I'm usually always on my own. And I can see them, and there's two ways to attack this sort of stuff. You can keep riding and go to the next pub, or you can stop. And I've stopped, and they've been there with their arms folded, looking very aggressive. And I've just said, the more you watch me, boys, the more chance it is I'm going to drop the bike, and the more chance it is that you're going to have to help me pick it up. So once you diffuse a situation with a bit of humour, they all have a bit of a laugh. Then they come over and they start looking at the bike, and they can't get over what I've done. And by the end of the night, we're all good mates and fine. It's how you how you approach. Nice. If I ride in and saying, "What are you looking at, you smart asses?" then they're going to give me a hard time. No one's going to do that. Okay, you can play the thing now if you want, the 50-second thing with all
Well, today's adventure before dementia brings me to a beautiful little town called Morpeth in the Hunter Valley region of New South Wales. We're here to meet a local bloke who goes by the name of Spoons.
Right! I'm looking for Spoons!
And his mates have dobbed him in, the deserving recipient of a bit of a mini makeover, styling and loving, of course, from the barbering biker.
You drove 10 Ks while on fire.
Only time I've ever been pleased to see a booze bus.
Hey, my job is done here!
Oh, mate Spoons, what do you reckon?
Unreal.
Unreal?
I just cannot believe the transformation that Chris has done.
What a difference. Amazing.
What do the girls reckon?
if
the,
you're on
the woman at
Wow.
the end gets me all the time.
so if you're on the vertical part of YouTube, I did not have it playing over there, so I apologize. You have to be on the widescreen version of YouTube. All right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So that last shot of that woman gets me all the time. The lady with the no teeth and everything.
That was a hell of a freaking video.
So I've done there is a whole series of makeovers where I've gone into town and the locals have introduced me to the local for the makeover and I've filmed it all and I have that's on a playlist. I think the Barbering Biker playlist. I've got the A to Z of Aussie towns. I've done. I wanted to find the best town in Australia, so I've done about 7 of those. I've got to continue with that. I've done the Blue Mountain series. I'm now doing the festival series where I've gone to the Elvis Festival out in a country town. I've just come back from Tamworth Country Music Festival. I've got one in the Alp. I've got other festivals coming up that I ride to and do stories on. So I just document everything. And it's sometimes I never even know what I'm going to film. And funny enough, those episodes always come up a bit interesting. I'm a bit like a Seinfeld episode. Sometimes nothing really happens, but something happens. I just run with it. Wow. But it's the people I meet and the stuff I discover that's interesting because I just try and find things that no one knows about, and share knowledge with people, really. Yeah.
Amazing. I'm glad you came on here, man. This has been a great.
Yeah.
I have
no
laughed
kidding. This has been one of the best.
It's been great.
We're gonna have to do a part 2, I think. Matter of fact, we'll probably have you on live. We might do a live podcast because we don't ever miss a week, so we have to have a podcast while we're doing. I'm
happy to
Route 66. So we'll have to have you on.
I film, so I'll be filming that whole American things as I've done when I went to America 2 years ago and when I did Europe last year. I film every day and I edit every night. So there's an episode that comes out pretty much every day. I mean, I might miss a day because the Wi-Fi might be bad, or I've joined 2 days together because it's just been 8 hours of writing. There's been nothing to talk about, but I have to produce. When I get a camera full of footage, it has to be edited and produced and uploaded because I think a lot of people like the fact that they're almost riding with me. So it's all in pretty close to real time that it's happening. But it does kill my back because I'm sitting riding for 6 or 7, 8 hours a day. And then I sit for 5 or 6 hours editing every night. So when I came back from Europe, I had bulging discs and it's taken me 2 months to, I've been swimming and exercise to get my strength back again. But it's what happens when you get old, Aging is not for the weak.
Wow.
You've got to be strong.
Tell me about it.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Wow, that's crazy.
So, but I will be filming every day of the US as well. So because the people in Australia love to watch what I get up to. And, and I have quite a good few followers from the US that like to see what I get up to, and from Canada and from Europe to see what life is like in Australia, I guess.
Well, I'm definitely thinking about going to Australia.
The last few episodes. Sorry?
I am definitely thinking about going to Australia and ride. I think that would be really cool. So
it's a great place. There's some beautiful rides here. Yeah. And it's a big country, but I guess the best riding is on the East Coast, Sydney, Melbourne, New South Wales into Victoria. Mm-hmm. That's probably, if you've only got like 2 or 3 weeks, that's where you'd do it, all through there. Beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Finesse, I will give you the links how you can get the beta so you can check it out. Finesse is one of our friends, and he's not on this screen, but he's on the other screen. I have him up here. What's he? Our friends right here. Finesse the Challenger right there. I just want to make sure he's an Indian Challenge ambassador. So hopefully you'll get to meet him when he comes over here. I don't know if he's going to the Route 66, but yeah. Mm-hmm.
On my last trip, I met a few. Bearded Bobber, Moto Cal, there was a few others that I met at Sturgis because, I won some. I was one of the winners of a prize, and we all got this customized helmet.
We never even talked about Sturgis. How was that?
Yeah, look, I was there for the 10 days because I was appearing at different things. So I was, I don't want to say stuck there for 10 days, but I was stuck there for 10 days. Now, Sturgis is a really interesting place, but quite frankly, for me, I reckon 3 days would be enough. if I was to ever go back, I'd just do 3 days, because what day one looks like is exactly what day 2, 3, and every other day looks like. Nothing much changes. I mean, I was there because I was invited to certain events, so I had to be around. But I'm not. I'm not huge on these. We have similar bike events, not as big as Sturgis, of course, but we have similar bike events where all that sort of stuff happens. I'm not into burnouts. I'm not into the best stomach tattoo. I'm not into my pillion or me being a pillion riding under a dangling sausage trying to give it a blowjob as I go through a bike. I'm not into
a dangling sausage.
Like you know, where the woman's got to grab it with her mouth and
the weenie bite.
Look, each to their own, and people have fun and good luck to them. It's just not my thing. So I'm a solo rider. I often get invited to group rides, and I'll often say, is there a donation? I'll happily donate, because a lot of them are always attached to a charity. I'll happily donate. Just tell me where you're going to have lunch or wherever. Where's the end destination? And they go there. I go, here's the money. I'll see you at the lunch, because I'm not interested in riding a lot with huge amounts of people. I will. And for the Legends Never Die To, I've already said to the Beard and Riding Fish, I hope you guys don't mind if I just go off on my own occasionally, and wherever you end up, I'll be there, because I love to party at the end of the day and socialize and meet up with everyone. I love doing that. It's just that I prefer to ride solo on my own, because I'm a shit to ride with, because I stop and I start, I film, I take a selfie here, a picture there. I'm a bloody nightmare if you're behind. If you're in
high maintenance.
What's she bloody doing now? What's she stopping for? Is something wrong? So it's easier if I just say, you guys go, don't worry, I'll catch up. I'll always catch up. I'll get to you, and we can all have a drink at the end of the day together. So that's my idea of a good time. But bike events, I'm not interested really in watching speed races and stuff like that. It's just my thing. And I know you mentioned Troy Herfoss, Aussie, oi, oi, oi. So I was filming.
You got any connections?
I was filming one of my episodes down the far south coast, and I was at a club and I was having lunch, and this woman comes up to me who worked in the club, and she said, I've been looking everywhere for the bloke who owns the Indian out the front. And she said, and then I realised it's not a guy, it's you, because of the way I was dressed, and I had the helmet there. And she goes, oh my God, she said, my nephew, her sister's son, is Troy Herfoss. And him, become a follower. And I go, oh my God, Troy, I'm a big fan of Troy. He's wonderful. Yeah, so it'd be great if you can get Troy on the podcast. I can't help you out, because I guess she would get a lot of people asking. But I don't even know. Troy lives on the Gold Coast, which is north of me in Queensland, but I think he's mainly based in America anyway. Because I want him for my event in November if he's in the country, but I can't see it happening. You never know.
All right.
She met Ride Culture. Well,
we've got to have a part 2 of this. We've got to.
Yeah, we're gonna have to have a part 2. This is gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
Oh yes. Sorry, Connie said, yeah, Ride Culture. Yes, I met those guys at Sturgis, and they gave my then partner a set of lights that he filmed, and he put on his Challenger. He had a JD special, but we don't talk about him anymore.
Is he? But you have his bike still, right? He's just buried somewhere.
No, look at let's just
buried in the outback. He's wallaby chum.
I don't even know what to say. I've seen more things on this screen tonight, and dangling sausages, and I don't even know what to say.
I think we've been demonetized.
Don't say anything. Anything you say will be held against you in the court of law.
Yeah.
That's what I'm afraid of.
I've been very well behaved.
Yes, you have. I mean,
yes, you have.
It's all good. It's been a ton of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Well, Wheels Divide is leaving. He said thank you. He had a great blast tonight. He was laughing all the way around.
Well, we could make a connection there too.
What's that?
Because he said that what did he say? He said she was what was it? Hold on. She was good enough for him, basically.
Oh,
might be
jeez.
making you're exotic enough for me, he said.
Yeah,
Oh my
maybe
goodness.
he's got his own YouTube channel too.
Maybe when I come over, it won't be called the Vegemite Tour. It might be Let's Hook Chris Up Tour.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
Oh gosh, it's been great.
Oh my goodness.
All right, well, we're gonna wrap things up, folks. I know it's we usually go around an hour and a half. We're gonna have to do a part 2. I'll get with you. Maybe we'll do it in the next fall. That would be cool. So that give us a little chance. I think it'd be great.
That'd be right.
Yeah, and that way we'll make you a primo guest. That's we're probably gonna do every year because I think you got so many stories. It'd probably take at least 3-4 podcasts.
I've got a lot of stories.
But man, you've been great tonight. Everybody
Yeah.
out there in the chat's been great. I'm sorry. I think it's somebody who's having problems with. I didn't know YouTube on the short would automatically put the YouTube chat in there, and I thought it was me. But now, we got that fixed now, so you guys should be good. On the other side, if you was watching on the wide screen, you can put the chat on there on your app if you're watching by phone. And that's the reason why it was there. We do not have it on the actual video here. It's been an outstanding night. Thank you for coming on. Wow. What is in that glass, by the way? Just kidding. No.
It's a clear liquid. Looks like water. Sounds like.
Yeah, and Max, somebody was asking about what you were drinking. Did you want to disclose that or talk about it?
Well, geez. Well, now it's the end of the show, and we really need to go.
Yeah, we need to go.
Yeah, so it was New Riff's single malt, and it's a hell of a good deal. This is the 2023 batch. I just picked up the 2025 batch today at Costco. So, wonderful show, Christine. You are a delight.
Mm-hmm.
We must have you back, my love. And sorry, I'm married. So
No, but
I don't make enough money, so it's all good.
I can tell you now, there's one thing, next time we talk, there's one thing that's not going to change. There will not be any more balls on this key ring. That's it. I'm done. I'm single, solo, forever. No more balls am I collecting. That's it. So, ladies, don't worry. I don't want your men. I'm not interested. I don't even want the ladies. I'm happy just with myself. Let me tell you, I can sort myself out A-okay. I don't need anything else.
All right. All right.
Les, you're
Wow,
okay,
what a
mate.
show.
You're okay.
Yeah, this
Les,
is
I just
What a
want to worry
show.
about Les. Les has the colour has drained from Les's face. Mate, be okay. When I see you in a few months' time, I'll slap that colour back into you again. No worries.
All right.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
It's your ass, Les.
I have to say, I've enjoyed this. I've laughed more on this podcast than any other one that I can think
No
of. I'll tell you
kidding.
that. Holy smokes. It's sincerely been a great time. I really enjoyed talking to you.
Yep, it's been great. It really has.
Well, thank you so much for having me. It's been a delight to meet you all, guys. I look forward to seeing you in a few months. I just hope we've just got that 1% thing just to tick off. And I know Fred Riding Fish is working hard to make that all a reality. So I'm ready to book that ticket and get over there. So I really look forward to meeting you guys and doing this again. And thank you to the beautiful Connie in the background there. And I hope I get to meet you.
Connie
I
Mysterio.
hope I get
Connie
to meet
Mysterio.
you too. Thank you so much, Christine.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Go ahead and stay on here. We'll have like a little recap. The screen will go black, but anyway, they will hear the music. And we'll say, hey, if you haven't subscribed, it's your time. This is it. Hit the like button one last time. Remember to come back and visit tomorrow. Put some comments in there and say how good the show is. The comments that you see now in the live don't show up until the video is actually processed. You can actually do it right after we're done here. You can go right to YouTube and do some comments. We have 2 YouTube videos up there, so you're going to see the vertical and you're going to see the horizontal one, which is pretty cool. And I will help you out with that finesse so you can get that software because he uses the same software I do. All right, everybody have a good night. Check out the website. Check out the Facebook. Like I said, like. only hit the button once, because if you hit it twice, it unlikes us. So we don't want that. Hit the subscribe button and have your friends come and see us. Don't forget, we have a bunch of good guests coming on. Let me go ahead and do the calendar real quick. Yeah, there we go. There's the calendar. So we got Jason on February 10th, February 17th. We got Music City Indian, which is going to be great, and Jason's going to be great also. If you haven't seen his work, go to his website. Go check out bravewolfcustoms.com. Freaking awesome stuff. February 13th, it's going to be the Indian Ladies First group. It's going to be a bunch of people on that. And then February 24th, what everybody's been waiting for. Why people keep on coming in here, and a lot of people message me, is it over? Have we already missed it? No, it's February 24th at 8 p.m. and Mike is extremely excited about this podcast, and we're going to have some fun that night. All right, that's it, folks.
Thank you, HD Ronnie. He just became a member.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that, man. Hey, awesome. You know what? I got to do, there we go. Yeah. Thank you very much. And we got to do, I forgot, Mike from Rye Culture. Yeah. All right, we're finished, folks. Have a good night. I'll update the calendar. I made a mistake.